I wanted to see these children that were so glad to be back with their mother. The fact was I didn't remember my mother anymore. I'd forgot her. I remember what she even looked like. And my brother Sam, who now was 6, no longer 2.5, I no longer being 7, now I'm 11. We're with a stranger. So the news was there, and all the questions like, what do you want to do now that you're back home? It was, I want to see my grandparents. I want to play, I want to play with toys. All very canned, loaded questions, or loaded answers to avoid how I really felt. And the concern wasn't ever on how the children feeling, what's best for them. Are they going to get counseling? It was, wow, this wonderful woman's had her children return. This poor man's been arrested for having taken his kids out of this horrible environment. My father gave your typical answers in court. I stole my children because they were being abused. They were being sexually abused. They were being abused by her future husband. I hear a lot of this as a law enforcement officer in court. They always have these canned answers. The fact is like in our case, we were in a good home. We were in a good environment. But due to a jealousy and an internal fight, we were abducted from our life. Not the parents' life, but from our life. The fact is that one incident on October 10th of 1980 set in motion an entire life that was different. When I look at this as a former law enforcement officer and as a victim, when they compare a stranger-based abduction and a parental-based abduction that's long-term, they are the same person. They both have a need to control and want and to hurt. And they control through taking their children or taking a child and putting them into that so they can control them. And I think as officers and as caseworkers and as judges making decisions on these type of orders and cases, if we stop to look at the parent's background, the past was there. But had they taken it and placed stranger on his face, they would have jumped all over it and tried to stop this. Because they placed parent on his face, they let all these things happen. And that's why when I speak to the law enforcement and other agencies, I tell them, don't place the parental figure face on them, because you can't be assured that they're safe. Because when you take that FBI profile, it's the same person. It's the exact same person. So when you're given the phone call, my children have been abducted, they have been taken, don't assume it's because they're out with grandpa and grandma for an additional couple days, or dad's got them out of town to go watch a movie. Take it seriously. Because what stops it from becoming a cross-state abduction or a cross-nations abduction into Mexico or other countries is the officer taking the time to fill out a police report and enter into NCIC. And even on the NCIC form, there's a place that says other. So even if you're not sure where to put the information on there, there's other. Fill out the other spot. Fill the spot for that. And let the other agency step in to check and make sure the children haven't been abducted. It's better to follow the procedure and to make sure they're safe than to not do it. And as a former abducted child, what I ask the people I speak to is, don't look at the case number, look at the face. There's a child involved in this. We have an obligation as both parents, civil servants, law enforcement, every chosen profession is as a parent, to make sure that we protect our children. And the largest percentage in this country of child abuse is family-based abduction.